My whisper from God came in a really painful season for me. About 3 years ago, my family and I left our church that we had been attending for 8 years and where I worked. And while it was necessary for us to leave after the harm that I experienced there, it was very painful and isolating. We lost our community, our church, and my job all in one. And I'll never forget walking into the doors of new churches and feeling really hesitant and anxious. I felt like church had always been a place of safety for me. And so to feel like it wasn't that anymore was really hard and disorienting. Not long after we left, my husband and I met with a counselor, and he shared Ezekiel 34 with us. And I remember clinging to the words of God saying that he would rescue his sheep, that he would lead them to dwell securely. And I so longed for God to do that for me. So over the last few years, God's continually led me to those verses, and I have spent a lot of my quiet times reading and rereading Ezekiel 34, and it has felt like a whisper, like a quiet voice intended just for me from God, where he's saying that I see you, I will rescue you, I will make you dwell securely, you are mine. I wanted to share Ezekiel 34:15, and it says, I myself be the shepherd of my sheep, and I myself will make them lie down, declares the Lord God. I will seek the lost, and I will bring back the strayed, and I will bind up the injured. I will strengthen the weak. And that has been my whisper of hope. I have doubted if God would really lead me out of that season, but I'm thankful to say, like, he really has been that shepherd to me.
Man, thank you for sharing that. That is, and I so admire your willingness to step out again. Like, people who've experienced church hurt are shied away from the church, and to step out in faithfulness, understanding that didn't come from God, that those were broken people and broken churches, and to trust again.
Yeah. That distinction of it not being God that did the hurting was hard to wrap my head around. And I think that's where this whisper has been like repeated to me of I am not that. I am the good shepherd. And I am not the one that caused harm, but I'm leading you to safety.